Hi my dear friends, how are you? I'm Laura and this is day number 24 of our 30 days technique program for belly dance. Today I will show you how to use shoulders in your dance. We will learn how to use it in a female way, in a sensual way, because shoulders are very important to give this feeling of femininity and we cannot miss it. Shoulders are also for someone a little bit difficult because of course maybe if you are not really a dancer you are not used to move your shoulder in your normal life. So you just have to teach your body which muscles, which order to give to your body to move it in a proper way. First of all, the position of the shoulder is very important, and this comes with the practice of belly dance, and also will help you to feel better in your back and in your normal life. The shoulders, as always, to stay down, and they stay naturally down when you are in a correct posture with your belly button in, your knees a little bit bended, and your upper body long to the sky. We want also to keep our neck long, so when we dance, sometimes if you are stressed in the dance or you don't know very well the movement, it's normal that the shoulders start to go up, but this comes also in the normal life, is a kind of stress of the body that wants to release the stress and finally it contracts it more. So sometimes you just need to breathe the stress out, especially when you dance, to feel that your shoulders are going down and your bones in your back are becoming larger. So even if sometimes you don't realize this, just control yourself, just remember to breathe. Your shoulder will go down and you will feel more beautiful, more prop to the dance. So the movement of the shoulders are not manis, fortunately for you. There we have just kind of accents forward, and in this case let's put our arms in second position, and you can try just to push your shoulder forward, tuck and tuck. We give accent only forward, not up, no down, no back. Our accent in Oriental dance is forward, forward, tuck, tuck. I do this while I'm not moving my hands or my arm. And this is another important thing, that sometimes we confuse shoulder with the rest of our arm. No, they are two different organs, so we move it in a different way, different muscles and different meanings. Sometimes the two moves, maybe both moves comes together and they create another move itself. So we have accent, then we have ondulation, and today I want to talk especially of this movement, and then we have shimmy also. We will talk also about this. So about ondulation, you just have to make a circle with your shoulder from forward to back, forward, up, back, down, forward, up, back, down, forward, up, back, down. While you are doing this, try not to make your neck shorter, so finally is more forward than up. This is not correct. We have to keep our space also to not to lose in beauty while we are dancing, because we cannot stay like this, we don't have a neck. No, it doesn't work. So more is pulling down from forward to back without really lifting too much my shoulder. And of course you need the help of your upper body, that in this case will turn a little bit to help the movement. And the same we can do with the other shoulder from forward. Let's start first of all with the accent, tuck, tuck, just to feel that you can move it, tuck. Nothing happens, is easy, and we don't need to move all the arms every time I give an accent. So accent, I can have also my arm here, forward, 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 forward. And now let's try the rotation of our shoulder, not lifting much, but more forward and back, forward and back, forward and back. Of course the arm, what it will do, it will just follow as it's connected to the shoulder. We have no choice. So every time I move my arm, my shoulder, my arm will follow, but it's not a leader, is just a follower. Again, now let's try not to make our neck too much short, so don't lift much your shoulder, and we can do it both. Maybe we can try without using our arms now, just the shoulder in this way. Yes, how it's going. You will feel better after, I promise, because this open much your chest, your breathing and your body. Sometimes we need to do this exercise out of the dance even. And then we can do one shoulder after another, one shoulder after another. And every time I turn a little bit my back, I twist it a little bit. Of course, I try to keep my pelvis fixed. So again, 1 and 2. You see, all my torso, all my chest is moving, but as consequence of the movement of the shoulder. And. I can have my arms here, 1 and 2, and 1 and 2. Sometimes some students, they tell me, oh, my shoulders, I cannot move it. And they really cannot move it. They don't feel the movement. They need to move also the arms to feel, or the hands to feel the movement of the shoulder. So I suggest you to keep your arm one against another like this and push strong, not to move it, and to feel really the movement in your shoulder. Another exercise you can do, maybe if you have a wall, you put your arms in the wall and do the same exercise by rolling your shoulder by pushing in the wall, so that your arms will not move and you will put all your strength and all your energy in the shoulder. So like this, and these are all strategies to make the movement easier. Or if when you feel that starts to work, you can keep your arms in this position and again move your shoulder, 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 shoulder. Of course, if the arms moves a little bit, is fine. It can be even cool. You can even make a bigger movement with your arms, but the important that the starting, the energy comes from here. So it's your shoulder, and you can go down, and you can go up, and you can go on your high heels, and you can move only one, and you can move only other, and maybe you can lift your arms here and do the same movement. Of course, it will become a little bit difficult, a little bit more smaller, but anyway interesting. And your moves can go forward even if your arms go down, go up, change the position. Maybe you can have arms in third position and you anyway still can do your shoulder movement. And if you add also the hands movement, that this is a combination, will become more and more interesting. Another thing, you can have the arm here and move your shoulder, and you will see the arms will just follow. That movement doesn't come from the arms, comes from the shoulder, remember this. And sometimes, of course, here you have to have a strong back and also strong belly button. You can go down, moving your shoulder. You can go back up, or you can go forward and go back. There are many possibilities. The shoulder is just a feeling of female that you can add to some other movements. So maybe let's try to practice this with the music. We will give us inspiration, and we will try to give the oriental, real Egyptian feeling of the shoulder moves. Let's do it together. just a simple example how you can use the shoulder on a very soft and sensual music, oriental music of course. And now let's see another possibility that we can do with our shoulders, or is a little bit different. In this case we want to give energy to the movement, and I call it shoulder shimmy. It means that in this case we want to move the shoulders one after another very fast, so much fast that finally we will move our chest as consequence. This movement doesn't come from the chest at all. The chest, in this case, the women's chest doesn't have really muscle, and the movement comes from the muscle of the shoulders and of the back. When you move it fast, one after another, in a really relaxed way, this will be the results. But in this case, we have to control very well our pelvis, so please, belly button very strong, your leg almost closed and strong, because we don't want to move nothing else while we are doing this movement. And our arms, better to keep it in this position, also to keep the position elegant and safe and strong. And don't leave your arms like this, because of course the movement will really loses meaning and its elegance. So what we want to do, shoulder, let's try starting from slow, and then a little bit faster. And faster for me is even harder. But when you start to relax, to go really faster, more fast than this, so it will become easier, because it will become natural. If you do it with the strength, it doesn't really work. So you have to reach the point that the shoulder doesn't do any efforts. Don't concentrate on here, check the shoulder. The movement comes from the shoulder. Fast. When we do this movement, we don't stay 1 hour repeating this, of course. We just put it in the music sometimes, in very few moments, just to give some effect, some spice to our dance. For example, we can move our shoulder, rotations like this. This is an undulation. Then we prepare the position, and we add our shoulder shimmy that comes in the chest. Let's try this also on the music again. Also try this move, and it sounds even better on a drum solo, for example, music, drums rhythm, and it will works even more, it will be more suitable. For example, for drum solo, this movement is almost necessary. I will show you a little bit. combine even the ondulation movement with this shimmy movement in together. They fit so well for any music, but especially on drum solo. So enjoy this kind of exercise. Repeat the video, please. Repeat it many times. Try to do your own combination and let me know in the comments if you enjoy this class. Thank you very much. See you tomorrow for another lesson.